I'm just wondering where the game is going, Alan, when we hear that former Premier League referee Mark Clattenburg has been appointed as Nottingham Forest's referees analyst. Does this tell us about what's going on in the modern day, or should a team be praised in their pursuit for marginal gains? Before you come in this, Alan, Nuno Espirito Santo spoke briefly on Clattenburg's appointment.
I didn't see him yet. I know that the club has to do that because I think everybody in this room is asking. For me, I'm asking myself why. I can admit that the referee didn't see it, but when you have VAR and it's so obvious, so what I expect from Mark is to at least give me an explanation, say, look, this is what's happening.
Well, you're laughing there, Graham. Clattenburg, for his part, says in the Mail, your paper, Graham, I'll help in the understanding of how and why certain decisions are made, prepare pre-match packs on the 18 teams taking charge of their fixtures. One of my other main aims will be improving the relationship between the club and the PGMOL.
Well, let me tell you, when I was in Greece,
grin, Alan.
When I was in Greece, my owner said to me, "I've appointed an ex-referee," and I said, "And I was why?" And he said, "Like, he can travel with a team, he can talk to referee, get a relationship." In my view, it was to put pressure on the referee, and I think this decision is very, very similar. Why is he there? What? So
what
Nunes
can he
bring him on a Monday
do?
and say, "Oh, Mark, did you think it was a penalty?" I can't. Come on, it's a move by the club, and he says it there. There's nothing to do with him. He said, "Oh, the club's brought him in. The club have brought him in to put pressure on the officials." That's it. That's why they've done it. It's not a marginal gain. Where's the marginal gain with a report saying, "Oh, he averages 4.2 yellow cards and 1 red every 6 games or something"? What's the point?
How will he put pressure on officials?
Oh, by the fact that he knows them, that he can kind of oversee. They've got an overseer of the official there. It doesn't, in my opinion. I'm not saying it works, but I think that's the philosophy behind it.
I'm trying to picture a Monday morning, right? We're going to have a meeting about.
Yeah, Mark's here. Graham, Mark's here.
Yeah.
Would you like a coffee with Mark?
All it's going to do is just prolong your frustration and frustrate the life out of you because he's telling you this is how he saw it. The it won't help one iota.
Well, he says, Graham, now this...
I think he's brilliant on Gladiators. He should stay there.
He says it makes sense that clubs add to their planning and performance by ensuring they have a good understanding of how the rules are being interpreted by our referees, says Clattenburg.
You think players need that now? You think players need that this season? They don't know the rules. They don't know what they can do and what they can't do. They need being told now. It's just about poor refereeing, Jim. It's about referees being
I think a lot of the players
substandard.
need a bit of a tuition on the rules.
No, they don't. The players know the rules.
They know the rules.
It's substandard refereeing.
But
VAR was a tool that was brought in to make life easier for referees. Video assistant refereeing it's hopefully making life easier for them. What it's done is embarrassed the referees because it's showing them up. It's showing them up for them not really knowing the intricacies in football.
But it's also becoming a crutch a little bit, i.e. like why he didn't get him sent off, why perhaps he didn't use the red card at the weekend, because he knew VAR would look at it and, okay, if he got it slightly wrong, he's going to turn it into a red anyway. So it's becoming kind of a tool for referees not to make a decision, and that's all wrong. So, but let me just go back to the modern referee and the modern systems, all your analysts. You would have a referee's report. Anyway, I would have one when I was at Crystal Palace. Like, my analyst would put down a referee. This is the referee. This is what he does. Doesn't really help you. Doesn't really help you, and I wouldn't probably use it. It's just like information. That's the sort of information. Do you look back at your time when you managed? Can you honestly tell me, Alan? I look at the referee and I think, yeah, he's good with us. We'll do all right by him. Whereas he, 2 weeks from now, we don't get much from him.
Tell what happens, Jim. Big clubs get more than smaller clubs. Big clubs get more of the decisions than smaller clubs.
In their favour?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Is that an absolute fact?
Absolute fact, in my book. And when people talk about, well, the decisions will even themselves out, I've managed big clubs and not such big clubs. Trust me, big clubs get more decisions. And people say, well, I'll even itself out over the season. My experience, it didn't even out over a season. It may even out over your career, but it doesn't even out over a season.
I would say that the home team, definitely, you feel like you're going to get more decisions at home than you do away. That would be, I'd say 99% of managers would say that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
None of this. So the
pressure of the pressure of the crowd obviously has an impact. You wouldn't be, you wouldn't be human if it didn't have an impact on you. Of course it does.
Does a club need to have a decent relationship with the PGMOL, though, Alan? Because that apparently is what Forest are seeking to have with Clattenburg.
What does it gain them, though? Where's the up here? I don't understand it. For me, it's a tool to kind of put pressure on. Look, we're in so many bad decisions that we've now appointed Mark Clattenburg to kind of oversee it.
Every weekend, every Monday morning, you'll sit here and talk about some daft refereeing decision.
Yeah,
we've done it already this morning with Holgate. I'm just trying to picture, right, lads, into the meeting room. We're going to talk. Here's Mr. Clattenburg. He's going to talk us through the very poor decisions that the referee made on Saturday. How's that going to make you feel better?
He says he'll help with preparation for Forest. For Premier League games. It only makes sense that clubs add to their planning and performance by ensuring Clattenburg, by ensuring they have a good understanding of how the rules are being interpreted.
Yeah, brilliant.
You got
himself a nice contract, doesn't he?
Jobs for the boys. It's a great job.
Okay.
It's a great getting paid for nothing.
Clattenburg of Forest. Didn't expect to say that anytime soon.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.